Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, my beautiful hot messes. My name is Mistress Lavender, and today I'm reading Rich AF by Vivian 2. I'm on page 99. My phone got full storage, but anyways, let's begin where we started from. So my phone doesn't full storage again. I'm starting on page 99 at net income. Net income means just the dollars that actually hit your bank account. You might earn 100K a year, but some of that is going to be immediately forked over for income taxes, local, state, and federal, as well as pre-tax benefits like insurance premiums, commuter benefits, or flexible spending accounts if you get them. If you have a straight up salary position with no other sources of money, then you can take a look at your net pay on your pay stub and multiply it out. Yeah, multiply it out by however many pay periods you have per year. E.g., if you get paid twice a month, there are 24 pay periods in your fiscal year to find out your annual net income. Reading your pay stub, how much do you actually make? Real talk, when was the last time you looked at your pay stub? If the answer is never, don't sweat it. Pay stubs are basically receipts of your paycheck, and just like receipts, they're boring to read and easy to forget about until you suddenly need to decipher them. Never fear, each company's pay stub is going to look a little different, but the basic breakdown is the same. At the top or on the left, you usually see something labeled gross pay. That that's what you made. But then some things that are withheld. Taxes withheld. Federal income tax to the US government, state income tax wherever you live. Through some states like Florida don't have state income tax, so if you're lucky, this may not be a line term for you. Local income tax to your city, town, or what is this word? Municipality, whatever. Social Security and Medicare tax. Basically, us paying for these public services for our more elderly citizens. Other deductibles withheld: your health insurance premium, any commuter benefits contributions, childcare if you get it through work, FSA or HSA contributions, contributions to a 401k, 403b, and any other type of employer based retirement plan. Finally, at the end, you have some kind of summary section. This will show you in a nutshell: gross pay, the total amount for all the stuff that was withheld; net pay, aka when what you'll see hit your bank account, which is gross pay minus all those taxes and deductions. I'll explain all these abbreviations later. Promise. But honestly, very few of us just have one source of income these days. So if you get a chunk of your money through side hustles, freelance work, or anything that doesn't give you a pay stub, you can ballpark your annual income with last year's tax filings. Dig out Form 1040 from your most recent tax return. If you didn't save a PDF, your tax software should let you log in and download a fresh copy. And find your adjusted gross income, AGI, on line 11 and your total tax on line 24. Subtract the total tax, line 24, from the AGI, line 11, and voila, your net income, aka all the money you had at your fingertips to spend last calendar year. Again, this is very much a back of the envelope calculation. If you know that something major has changed since you filed, then do your best to account for the new nannying gig or the money you won in Vegas. Wait, what if I have money going to a retirement account? Should I include that in my income calculation here? Excellent question. If you know you're automatically contributing to retirement accounts such as a 401k through your employer, make a note of how much you contribute each year, even if you don't really understand how or why you're doing it. We'll get to that in the last chapter. That money is money you earn, so it's part of your income, but it's already earmarked because it's going right to those retirement investments. In other words, it's already budgeted, and you'll include it in the saving slash investing category you'll set up in the bit when you lay out your actual budget plan. And if you're not contributing to retirement yet, do not panic. I'll show you how and how much, all step by step. Now that you've got your net income, let's do the gut check. Take your monthly spending and multiply it by 12. Then compare that yearly spending total to your annual net income. Which is bigger? Jeopardy music plays. Time's up. If your income is bigger, amazing. Jump right onto the build your budget section. If your spending is bigger, don't panic. Seriously, don't. Go back to your monthly spending, but this time ignore all the green categories. Add up your just reds and yellows and multiply that total by 12. Now compare that red and yellow annual total to your annual income. Is your income now the bigger number? Then yay. While you're technically spending at a deficit right now, you won't be you won't be for long once you map out your budget. Read up on the budget strategies coming up and definitely pay attention to the value-based spending section. Trust me when I tell you that it will be the perfect way to take these opportunities. The opportunity cost me. Why did I spend money for the screen categories and free them up into a magic source of cash? Vivian, my spending's more than my income. That you, that you? First off, take a deep breath. Yes, if you're spending more than you take in, then this conversation changes a lot, but it doesn't mean you're a failure. You're doomed, or you should give up. Not at all. If your annual expenses are more than your annual income, even once you're down to just the red and yellow categories, then you're operating at a deficit. And that means even the very best budget, whatever that means, is not going to solve this for you because, as I will say forever and until I die, you cannot budget your way out of a deficit. So here are some things to try instead. Negotiate at work. Jump back to chapter 2 and give it a good reread. Did you ask for a raise? What about applying to new jobs? These aren't quick fixes by any means, but over time, even a 5% pay jump will add up. If you haven't tried either yet, now's the time. Start a side hustle. For a short term infusion of cash, side hustles are where it's at. Even if you can only squeeze in two rover walks per week, that's money you wouldn't have otherwise, and every bit helps. Not least, every bit helps, not least because you feel so much better because you're taking action. Shrink your bills. Hop on chapter 4 and read up on how to negotiate down some of your red category bills like cell phone and internet. Just like salary negotiations, a quick conversation could land you with a few hundred back in your pockets over the course of the year. Excuse me. Get a handle on debt. If debt payments are a major part of your spending, you can take steps to minimize the sting of high interest rates or even shrink the monthly obligation to your creditors. Jump to page 236 in chapter 6 to see how. You did it. You did it. Circle Control plus S that spreadsheet and cap on those highlighters, girl, because you're ready for the next step. Heck yes, it's time to build your budget. Remember how budgeting Remember how budgeting is just the act of allocating dollars to savings, expenses, debt, and investing? Your individual budget is how you personally are going to do that. And baby, your budget is going to be custom made. Build your budget. Building a budget is like getting a manicure. You've got options: acrylic or natural, powder, gel, or regular. Color, French tips, cut down or just filed, square, round, or almond shape, nail art, rhinestones. Personally, I like to get my nails done when I got something big coming up and I want to look extra nice. That's all I need out of my manis. But I know some girls who are ride or dies for their gels and who get schmancy subscription boxes every month with new polishes to try. Point is, when we do our nails, we're not all doing the exact same thing with them. Everyone gets to choose what works for them, fits their lifestyle slash events they have coming up, and really just makes them happy. The following styles of cash flow management are your la la la. The following styles of cash flow management are my your rich BFF approved top four favorite budgeting methods. But they are just jumping off points. They are the wall of they are the wall of polished colors in the nail salon. So just pick one that speaks to you. There are no wrong answers and nothing has to be permanent. If after a few weeks or months it's not working, just buff it out and pick something new to try. 50, 30, 20 budgeting. Not to play favorites, but this might be my favorite budgeting strategy because it's so easy. It's the slice and bake cookies of the budgeting world. Hello Fresh for your bank account. Here's how it breaks down: 50% of your post tax income comes to needs, 30% goes to wants, 20% goes to saving, debt, investing. We'll get into how to save and invest in the next chapter, but for now, it's fine to just earmark that money. That's it, seriously. I found that 50/30/20 works best for folks who don't need a budget, but do want to have guardrails to guide their spending. It's also great for people who are into the spectator sport of budgeting, the ones who love using tracking apps to see what their money is being spent on, but don't necessarily want to have to set up a super complex spending allocation system on their own. Also, since you literally organize and label your spending, it's easy to start. Use those color coded strategies to figure out what goes where in your 50/30/20 breakdown. But because 20% needs to be available for saving/investing, this means that all your spending, red, yellow, or green, should add up to 80% in your income, aka 50% plus 30%. If it's soaking up more than 80%, then it's time to start tweaking your spending plan, starting with that middle 30%, the ones, the green. Okay, I'm gonna stop here because I feel like I'm reading, I'm not even processing anything, but this is good to know. Like, I do need to learn how to budget, But I'm just a rich girl living in my rich girl fantasy, so I'm living my best life. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask me what I'm wearing. I'm wearing pajamas. You know why? Because I woke up early and want to get my read on. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna stop reading here. I'm on page 105. I think I'm gonna start at that's it. Seriously, at the top of page 105. But thank you for joining me, and my name is Mistress Lavender. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next episode. Bye.